So to come to the final part of my talk, uh, does mindscaping actually work? Like, is it all just postulations and theories and just benign observations uh, of a creative mind, or are they actually does it actually impact life? That is the important question. And I would say yes, of course, because symptoms, anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues can all improve with time spent outside, not inside a room, outside. So, out of that, I think air quality is important. Enough oxygen minus the dust, smoke of pollutants, everything improves the quality. Lowers blood pressure and lowers stress. Looking at plants and trees, even if only through a window, can lower blood pressure and increase the levels of the stress. The stress hormone is called cortisol. Actually, increase the levels of cortisol. And there was an interesting test that was done. It was conducted in a hospital, a general ward. So the ward was placed. There was a huge hall with 7 or 8 windows, and the beds were placed in such that one bed was next to the wall, one bed next to the window, next is to the wall, window. So one patient, while looking out, can only see the wall. The other patient can actually see out. So 10 to 15 patients were kept, and what happened was there was dramatic improvement and recovery in all the patients who would look out rather than just looking at the wall or the ceiling or inside. So that it's a clear indicator of how the mind responds and how the body heals when there are good things in the landscape. What you see. That's a classic test that proves that landscaping and nature actually impacts the mind in a positive. And nature and landscape also reduces inflammation and it boosts the immune system. There are all scientific studies. And how do you landscape yourself? Or how do you landscape your home? Being in Mumbai, we don't have the luxury of we don't have space. Actually, we don't have space. Every nook and corner we try to use. And some of us are in 500 square feet, 1,000 square feet, 4 or 5. But ultimately, we all have this problem. And there are so many people here. I believe almost 1/3 of the population is in Maharashtra and Mumbai. So this is not just about Mumbai, but wherever you are, it's good to have landscapes and plants and flowers and fish and all as much as like if you look back see here, I have kept plants inside. It is a positive thing, and you must try it. And what are the ways to try it? Okay, you do not have space, but you do have a balcony. You do have that thin ledge at the edge of the balcony. Put flower pots. Put some creepers. See the difference. See the difference it makes on the mind. Yes, of course, you have to water them. Be kind to plants also. Please do water them. Yes, that can do wonders. The next biggest fad I've seen is vertical gardens. Like you have a wall like this. Suppose this is a wall. You have layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of plants just hung there. These are called vertical gardens. You can check out with your local, gardener or whoever sells plants, the local nursery there, and I'm sure they'll give you options of start your own vertical. The other biggest fad I've seen right now is kitchen counter gardens. So there'll be all these small pulses and all these things. They actually grow it on the kitchen counter, behind the sink. So the thing is that the sink anyway you'll be using and you'll be washing your plates. So whatever water splashes or there is that hydration that happens in the area. And these small pulses and these vegetables and veggies and all these out of quite fast, and that brings in a lot of possibility. That is something you can do. And landscaping affects the mind, it affects the body, it affects good health. We've had so many postulations of it, so many theories, and so many scientific rationales explaining. I told you about the test of the in the hospital. So there is something about nature and the mind, and the biggest thing is you have to tell yourself. Like if you become just a mobile person and your entire world is dedicated to that small 6-inch screen, whatever keeps rotating on Twitter or Insta or the stock, your family WhatsApp, you're losing out. I wouldn't say even everybody here, me included, I'm guilty of being a social animal and completely addicted to the technology side of the world. Look out. Nature is giving us signals. All these fires, all these floods that happen, they're all warning signals that not everything is right. So it's up to us to change our perspective, give more importance to landscaping, and at least start looking out. So, just one request I have to all of you is that uh, do look at fishes, do look at plants, and just spend 5 minutes in wilderness expanse and in an office controlled environment and see for yourself what difference it does to you. I'm sure, like me, you will also find that landscaping indeed has impact on the mind. And together, let's mindscape. Let's make this world a better place. Let's water the plants. And let's keep looking out. Okay, that brings me to the end of this. It is wonderful talking to you, wonderful people. Thank you so much. I look forward to this opportunity, and I hope I could sprinkle some amount of wisdom into this atmosphere. Thank you so much. This is Paddy signing off. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. I look forward to interacting with you. All the best.